Hey everyone, welcome. Today we are getting into something absolutely crucial, focus. But we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how to actually build it, to architect it for your own life.
So let's just dive right in. You know those people, right? The ones who always seem to be a step ahead, always making progress, and you just kind of look at them and wonder, what is their secret? How do they do that?
Well, the first thing we usually think is, oh, they're just smarter than me. But you know what? All the research shows that raw intelligence, that's not the real key. That's not the answer.
Okay, so if it's not about being a genius, then maybe they're just lucky. They just got a lucky break? Nope, that's not it either. So what on earth is it that truly sets them apart?
Here's the thing. The real secret isn't some complicated trick. It's actually a fundamental principle that most of us completely ignore. They understand the power and the mechanics of their own focus.
And getting a handle on this is more critical right now than ever before. In our world today, your attention, it's become your most valuable currency. And you better believe it is under a constant, relentless attack.
And the attackers? Well, they're pretty familiar, aren't they? It's the social media feeds that are literally engineered to get you hooked. It's the constant ding of notifications pulling you out of what you're doing. And of course, the endless scroll that has no bottom.
And the cost of this is it's staggering. You pick up your phone to check one quick thing, right? A 5-minute task. You look up, and somehow an entire hour has just vanished. Does that sound familiar? I know it does to me. And here is the single most important thing you have to understand about all of this. This isn't a glitch in the system. It's not a bug. This is the main feature. That's not an accident. That's design.
This intentional design has basically started a war for what we call attention currency. You got to think of your focus like money. You only have a certain amount each day. You can either spend it carelessly on a bunch of distractions, or you can invest it wisely into your goals. And the people who learn to control this currency, they are the ones who control their own future.
So how you choose to spend or invest that attention creates this huge divide. And it basically splits the world into two very different roles. You're either a consumer or you're a creator.
See, the consumer is passive. They're busy consuming information, watching other people's content, and just letting their attention get hijacked by that intentional design we were just talking about. But the creator, they're active. They are building things, creating things, and they are deliberately controlling their own focus. It's really the difference between being a passenger on the bus and being the pilot of your own plane.
So how do you make that switch? How do you go from being a consumer to a creator? The key is realizing that deep, unbreakable focus, it isn't a gift you're born with. It's not something you just magically find one day. No, it's a skill you build. It's a muscle that you strengthen day by day. And building that muscle comes down to 3 things you practice every day. Number 1, you actively say no to distractions. That means intentionally putting the phone away, closing the extra tabs. 2, you choose the disciplined action over the comfortable one, again and again. And 3, and this might be the toughest one, you do what matters even when you don't feel like it. See, motivation is unreliable, but discipline is a system. Because real success, real achievement, it's not about one giant leap or some heroic effort. It's all about the compound interest of doing the right small things consistently. Every single day is a small deposit in the bank of your future self. That is how you build mastery. Okay, so let's boil all of this down to one practical tool. Something you can use the second this is over. This is about reclaiming your attention in the heat of the moment, with one simple, deciding question. The next time you feel your focus start to drift, the next time you're about to fall down that rabbit hole, just pause and ask yourself this one powerful question. Is what I'm doing right now moving me forward toward my goals, or is it just keeping me busy? The honesty of your answer to that question is everything. Because when you get right down to it, it all comes back to this one simple, powerful truth. Your future is a direct reflection of where you put your focus today. Your life is literally built one focused moment, one intentional decision at a time. So the only question left is, what are you building?